We're programmed. You're so good at all these songs. I'll prove how you're programmed. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ugh, are you really? You ever see the video? They pour lava on a McDonald's burger and the bun doesn't melt and the lettuce doesn't melt. It's literally because it's not even food. So, but, hey, listen, good for you. Okay.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing on the pool, and I'll shoot some people outside of school. With a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in the neighborhood. I got one little fight, my mom got scared. Said, you little Yankee and Uncle in Bel Air.
Oh. Sorry, too soon? Talk about a guy that's traumatized. What? All right. These are preschool kids. Have you seen them before? Okay. So I'm going to introduce you to two kids. This is King Liam. Sometimes I call him Joffrey because I know him well. If some of you got that, then you're... This kid is awesome. I love Liam. I love kids that are oppositional. I love kids that literally do the opposite of what kids tell them to do, adults. I love kids that just say, why? Why should I do this? Why should I do that? How many of you were kids that during traditional schooling, you would stare out the window and focus on what you really wanted to focus on, or you would ask questions like, why do I need to learn this? Why do I need to learn that? How many of you ever had the audacity to ask your history teacher, why do I need to learn this? Why am I spending an entire year learning stuff that already happened? And what's the go-to that the history teachers, the only sentence they have to save their jobs? Because history repeats itself. I'm like, cool, but everything you say I can just Google if I care. But we don't care, as some kids don't care about history, so if you force it down their throats, they're not going to care, they're going to do the opposite. So Liam is a kid that, I love it. He had the ability to discover veins in the foreheads of teachers that they never knew. They had this one teacher, she had the Harry Potter vein. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the Harry Potter tattoo? But she would be towering over him. And she would be like, you're so disrespectful. You're so rude. I'm going to tell your mother. And she's towering over him. And all Liam is doing is this. And the redder her face gets, and the angrier she gets, this kid, his eyes go Puss in Boots from Shrek. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger because she can't do anything to him, and he knows that. And I love it. Caitlin's the queen. Caitlin over here in the pink shirt. Her brain is amazing. Her brain functions at a level that I really haven't seen. I've been working in early childhood since 2006. She is quicker, faster, sharper, smarter. When I say something, I don't even have to finish a sentence. She already knows what I'm going to say. It's just an amazing processing. So now, first thing that I do is I do my pattern interrupt, I bark. And then I do a pre-frame that I want them standing. They're already standing. By the way, the reason why this is so clear is because I got these brand new GoPros, and this was my first day actually using it, so I got super excited that I actually got some of this stuff for footage, because I used to just have to be like, well, this stuff works, trust me. And people are like, my brain says no, because that's how it works. So, watch the pre-frame, and we're going to get to enjoy the brilliance of Caitlin and the oppositionalness of Liam.
If you're listening, hands there. If you're listening, touch your nose. If you're listening, touch your knees. So I like the way that you're standing. I like the way that you're standing. Awesome, good job. Ready?
All right, so what was the pre-frame? I like the way you're standing. So everyone's standing. That was easy. Okay, now we switch it. Watch who catches the pre-frame first before I even finish.
Now, do I want you standing now or do I want you sitting? Ready?
Gone. She's already down. She knows. Now, so Queen Caitlin takes an action. How many of you have alpha kids in your classroom? How many of you have a neurodivergent, or how many of you have like a king of the classroom? Some of you are like, I have one. How many of you have one king and a couple of princes, aka copycats? How many of you, the king is out one day, finally. Why don't you get sick? So all the kids look at Caitlin. Liam, he's in charge of these two boys, and those two boys are in charge of those two boys. That's how it turns out. He's the king, and these two are his princess copycats. And on the day that one day he doesn't show up, it's funny because these two start vying for attention, and it's like Game of Thrones in the classroom. It's amazing how it works. I mean, this kid, he's like a mafia don. I mean, that's it. It's like he doesn't go and get in trouble. He sends the other kids to go get in trouble. He's like, Joey hasn't made his payments yet. Go break his crayons. And then the kids walk up. Sorry, I got to do this to you. They're like, not the green one. And they break the crayons. And then next time he's got his payment. How many of you have a queen? The one that goes, you're not invited to your own birthday party. And the kid comes up to you, I'm not invited. You're just like, I didn't get an invite either. I guess we're crashing it. You want to be Owen Wilson or you want to be Vince Vaughn? Who do you want? Okay. So they all look at her, and then they all say crisscross applesauce because that's the pre-frame. But watch Liam. He doesn't do it until I say his name. Does anybody know who Roman Reigns is? Okay, Liam needs to be acknowledged.
I like the way Caitlin's sitting. I like the way Liam's sitting.
Did you catch that? He's like, oh wait, no, you didn't say my name yet. Say my name, say my name. One more time.
I want you sitting. Ready? I like the way Caitlin's sitting. I like the way Liam's sitting. I like the way...
You saw that. I'm not sitting until you say my name. That's fine. Good for him. I love it. Okay. Pattern interrupts and pre-frames, part 1 and 2, are for 100% of your kids. It's just an easier way how to get them to do what you want them to do without just giving commands or barking orders. And if you want to try this stuff, try this on the adults in your life. Do I want you on the couch or do I want you throwing out the garbage? and you'll see how that works. Expectation fulfilled. All right. So now what do? Now all of a sudden it's time for... I love you, you love me, I'm probably really scary to kids. Ever hear the Robin Williams joke about Mickey Mouse? He's like, why would you take kids to Disney? Like, Disney is not a fun place for kids. The Mickey Mouse is not a big fun thing. Mickey Mouse to a kid is a 6-foot beeping rat. Add the beeping part to it. Okay, well, he said it a lot better, so. Okay, so, what else? Let me see. We did that one. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa! It always goes Cartman around that point. All right, so now you're doing the cleanup game and you got the kids' attention. I like the way, so you go, Murr, and all the kids look at you, including Liam in the back who pops up out of the corner when he's building his machine that's going to take over the world with these 2 mice, and you don't even know what's happening, but it's funny. And then all of a sudden Liam's head pops up and you're like, I like the way that you're cleaning up. Do I want you still playing with your toys or do I want you cleaning up? So what's the pre-frame? Yeah, so cleaning up. So all the other kids are running around cleaning up, except for Liam. Who, is this on? Let me see. And then all of a sudden, Liam's standing in front of me. And I'm like, Liam, do I want you standing in front of me or do I want you cleaning up? I like the way you're cleaning up. And I look at Liam, and Liam looks at me and he gets the biggest smile on his face because he's about to tell me the wrong answer on purpose. Ever have that? And he looks at me and he goes, you want me running around. And then his brain goes, now make the face. You know what I mean, the face? How many of you have all your faces that you do with the kids? How many of you have your disappointed look? You're like, when you put the lip out, oh, Miss Stacy's very disappointed that you're doing this. She's there, oh, the lip is out. How many of you have your fake surprise? The only breath that you take during the day intentionally. Miss Susie's so surprised that you did that one thing that you do every half hour on the hour for the past 3 months, and now they think about it. Blah, blah, blah. So part 3 is called the power look. And the power look is designed to take away all emotion response from your face. I watched a show years ago, at least over a decade on Fox called Lie to Me. Anybody ever see it? Okay. Tim Roth, the guy from Reservoir Dogs, he played a guy, Dr. Cal Lightman. He was a lie detection specialist. And what he did was he would be able to read the faces of people when they were lying and when they were telling fibs just by their micro expressions, whether you did this or that, your face, if you lie to somebody and you think you get away with it, you might do like a little smile like that. And these guys are training FBI profilers. Your preschool kids have been doing this to you since they were babies. Like, how many of you have ever worked on the infant toddler room and then you give a kid a bottle and they throw the bottle on the ground? And then you pick up the bottle and you put it back in something, you go, oh, that's what they see. And they're like, not the mama, not the mama. And they're like, and then they're like, ooh, your face is like this. Before it was like that. Let's see what happens. And then 3 bottles got flying. And my question's like, why do you keep picking up the bottles? Because the kids, so they're practicing on you. And then years go by. Now they're 3. Now they're 4. And they've been in your room or an early childhood environment for 3 or 4 years, 40, 50 hours a week. If you did anything in your life, 3 or 4 years, 40, 50 hours a week, would you be an amateur? Would you be an intermediate? Would you be a master? Yeah, that's all these kids are. They're master manipulators. They are. They're so beautiful at what they do if you understand it. How many of you get upset because your kids or the kids you teach do the manipulating on you, but when they don't do it on you and you're watching, you're like, let's see how you deal with this kid. So what do I do with Liam? I love the way you're cleaning up. I love the way you're cleaning up. Liam's right in front of me. I go, Liam, do I want you standing in front of me or do I want you cleaning up? And he gives me the wrong answer on purpose. So I simply do the power look, and I'm going to give an example. I'll do the power look on somebody over here. I'll do the power look on somebody over here so that you can see it and you can feel it, even though didn't I do it already in the morning? Not in the morning. Earlier? I gave the power, I could have sworn I talked about it earlier, but that could have been just a different timeline or something. Yeah, the multiverse is collapsing. Beware, because Kang's coming. Okay, some of you got that. Good for you. There's a good for you. There you go. And you got to watch the end of Loki, even if the show is boring to understand what's happening, unfortunately. So the power look. So first I'm going to acknowledge some people that are just, I love the way that you're participating. I love the way that you're participating. And then I see somebody that is not doing what I want them to do. And that's not that they're not doing what I want them to do. It's just I got to pick somebody. So I just simply go. I like the way that you're following directions. Sorry, Jen. I like the way that you're following directions. And then I see somebody displaying a behavior that I don't want them to display. So I'll do it this way so that you can get a feel for it. And I simply just go, you're doing such a what? I love the way that you're So what's the expression on my face when I do the power look? Can I give you the power look? Do you mind? Okay, cool. Ready? What's the expression on my face? Blank. That's the point. All micro expressions disappear. And why? Because I'm not looking at your eyes. Too cute. Human beings are beautiful creatures. Even if I don't know you, you have eyes, I can connect to your soul. Absolutely. How many of you have had kids come into your classroom or come into your home and your brain goes, oh, you're so cute. And then your words come out and you go, you're so cute. And that kid goes, oh, cute. That's what other people say to me that let me get away with everything. Right? Like ugly kids have to work so much hard in life because they don't have the same. Just going to leave that right there. So now we're back with Liam. And what a surprise. He's not doing what I want him to do. Cray cray, right? I don't even know what just happened right there. Okay? So watch what happens with Liam. And notice, by the way, on a scale of 1 to 10, do I like Liam? Like 0, I can't stand the kid? Or 10, like I want to be him well, no, neither one of us is ever going to grow up. I don't ever want to grow up. Yeah, I have some affinity towards this child, right? So when I give him the power look, I want you to understand that I'm doing it because I just know that this works, because I've tried this in hundreds of classrooms. Over my journey, I've probably been in, I can't even tell you how many family child cares, Goddard's, Kid Academies, Bright Horizons, Head Starts, this and that. All the kids are the same. They're designed with the same designer. We just have we're a little different, okay? Like how many of you are blessed with ADHD? Anybody? How many of you understand that you have a super skill set that's amazing, and the people that don't understand you, that sounds like a them problem? Oh, let me show you an ADHD video real quick. This one's great. Oh, I just got that. That's funny. Wait, hold on 1 second. So we got a bunch of people leaving, and anybody with a seat open? If you have a seat open, raise your hand. If you guys want to go grab a seat, I'll give you 17.385 seconds. Go. Do, 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 nobody's one person's moving. She wants to be comfortable. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, good. Hold on a second. Is there anybody from the conference center here that can make this louder? Good talk. All right, cool. All right. I don't know. Try this again. What's that? Put my microphone up to the speaker. 2 seats over there. Put my microphone up to the speaker. I know, but I wanted to try it anyway. What? You can make it louder? Of course, you have the remote control. It's all remote control. You made it louder? Okay, cool. Okay, let's try. Ready? That's fine. It's okay, honey. I love you. I need a longer video. She got caught. So just a little ADHD thing real quick. How many of you have the time in your brain that you know I can't have a certain amount of coffee by this time or I'm away? What? How many of you are tea drinkers? Coffee drinkers? Drinkers? Good for you. There you go. Good for you. Yeah. So when you have that coffee and it just like it wakes you up, for me it's different. If I want to go to sleep and it's 9 o'clock and I'm wired out of my mind because anything happened, I go to the espresso machine, I do a double shot of espresso, put a little oat milk into it, little honey, and then I do it, and then 15, 20 minutes later, it's like nappy time, good night. I put my CPAP machine on. By the way, if you snore and you have sleep apnea and you don't get a CPAP or don't get a sleep test, you're choosing win-lose. You're choosing win-lose for yourself or for that person that's been snoring next to you. What's that? And yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have a portable. Here. Oh, I ain't kidding. Portable Air Mini Absolutely. This thing, I put it on, mask on, and I'm out. Absolutely. Before I learned I had sleep apnea, I was about a 40% breathing air capacity, and I got a sleep test after we drove back from, I lived in Jersey, we drove back from Ohio, we went through all of Pennsylvania, I dropped off my tag partner at his house, I had a 45-minute drive home, I'm on the New Jersey Turnpike, I see my exit coming up, my body relaxes, all of a sudden, I was in the left lane, and then when I woke up, I was in the right lane, and whatever God woke me up, went, psst, hey, you may want to be here for this one. And then I swerved to the left, my car scraped the divider, and then I called my girlfriend at the time that I was dating, said, talk to me on the phone for the next 20 minutes. I went, I got a sleep study. They're like, yeah, you have every sleep apnea you could possibly have in the world. And then I got the sleep machine on it, and it was amazing I was out. So just, throwing it, because our brain makes up a lot of stories. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to do this. I don't want to die. So I choose that over it. Anywho.